Happy Tuesday, boys and girls. My name is Jeffery Scott Mitchell. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I'm getting tired of saying it. Happy Tuesday, boys. Yeah, because as soon as I get the video on, it's the same thing every time. But I guess there's something about repetition and human response and familiarity. So, and repeating things routine, to have a mantra, something to start off with saying that gets me going. Jeffery TV coming to you live on Memorex. Default route, default location. Yesterday was a good day. Yesterday was a good day. And not so much because that anything happened, or this happened or that happened. I just felt good. I felt good yesterday. And in feeling good, work was good. I mean, I don't want to say it was an easy day, because it wasn't. The phones was ringing. It was Monday, so there was stuff going on. It was Monday. There was stuff happening. People calling. Windows 11, this or that, this or that. But it was the way I handled it. It was my strength and capability and my disposition that made it, quote unquote, easy. It felt easy. And not only did it feel easy, it went by pretty fast. That's the really strange kind of part about it. It went by kind of fast. I was like, Dixie, the day was just about over. And I even I was supposed to have a meeting with my boss, which, it was like an hour where I can have some downtime and talk about, my performance. So, I love that. I do. I really do. And she had to cancel because there was a major incident going on. And I didn't even care. I just kept pounding out emails and pounding out my work. And I hung out. I stayed in the meeting for a little while, no doubt. But while I was doing that, I still wasn't doing any extracurricular. I was cleaning up my tickets, cleaning up my space, checking this, checking that, et cetera, et cetera. Talked to a few people yesterday. Talked to one of my old buddies who, I don't know if that neurotic is the word or whatever, but he definitely got something going on. There's something in his brain that is definitely going on. And I told him, I said, you know what? They knew how you were, and they hired you anyway. So somebody wants that. Somebody wants your anal, obsessive, kind of, I don't know what the word is. I don't know what the word you would call it is, but just excessive. And, he'd lock in on something and talking. So he talked for about 20 minutes yesterday. And I just sat there and listened. He went on and on and on and on. And I had to actually check myself, not check, but make sure that I didn't intervene. Just let them talk. I had to catch myself, because I catch myself trying to interrupt and talk over people. Because people start talking, giving you information you already got. And I'll say, excuse me, let me interrupt. Let me get your blah, 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 so I can start remoting in while you go on until this novel this long as War and Peace. Because they'll start talking, and you can hear it in their voice that they're feeling it, and it's somewhat important to them maybe to get it out or to say it, or maybe they're proud that they found out this information, or they deduced this, or they truly want to give you as much information as possible so you can get their stuff fixed and they get back to work, whatever. A couple times yesterday, I'm like, whoa, let me interrupt. Let me get your IP address so I can start remotely in. Let me get this. Then you can go ahead with your, explanations and stuff. One of them yesterday, it was, and I was handling it. I was, helping people, solutions, and it felt good. And I don't think, knock wood, nothing was ailing, no pain, no headache, no muscle tension in the back of my neck, my eyes. I feel like I had muscle strain in my eye sockets, or whatever you want to say it like that, It seems to be doing good. Yesterday, and then I wake up yesterday, I had a weekend. I wake up 210.0. I woke up at 210 yesterday. Today I woke up at 204.4. It was mostly water. Yesterday I pissed about 15, 20 times before I went to bed. I had to keep getting out of bed, going to pee. I'm talking about real pee too. It was a lot. And it kept coming. I lay there, I gotta pee again. It was a lot. And I was like, last night I was at 210. I was like, well, that's down 2 pounds from Sunday night. So I was kind of happy about that. I was like, that's down 2 pounds from Sunday night, even though it was still high. And then I kept going to the bathroom. And I got on the scale. It was down to 206. I was like, what the hell? And I got it all, logged, so you can actually check. I think I went 210, 209. Then next thing, I didn't get back on the scale for a while, and woke up 204.4 today. So that came right off. It's Tuesday. I'm expecting it to be a good day. And then tomorrow, going to the office. And then Thursday, pick up granddaughter and daughter, LAX for 5 days. I'm thinking, should I take Thursday off completely? Some days you gotta spend, Do I want to take Thursday off completely? What about the Friday off completely? But see, I can't. Unless, that'd be like 10 hours. Saturday, Sunday. Just trying to figure it out. And then getting them back to the airport, which shouldn't be a problem. But I think their flight leaves at 11 or something like that. So they gotta be there at 9. Leave from my mother's house like 6 in the morning or something like that. So, and go home and work. So it's gonna be fun. I don't know when I'm gonna get my steps in, but you know how it goes. If their flight is at 11:30, drop them off about 9:30. I get home about 10:30. That'll give me some time to walk. And I'll just walk and not shower or change clothes. I'll just walk and work in the clothes that I walked in, just to save that time. Breakfast on the porch. Looked like she had her fruit coming outside. And I used to have breakfast on the porch. Remember when I was in Ohio? I used to love that, sitting out there. Sitting out there before work, eating my grits and cottage cheese as I was doing back then. Put the cottage cheese down. I was thinking about rice too. I haven't had rice in a while. Cottage cheese. Now I just do grits and Carbova sauces. Had my salad yesterday, so, ate fairly reasonably yesterday, so that always helps. Feels good. Yesterday was really good. And the thing about yesterday, and I was really looking forward to saying that yesterday was a good day, was the fact that nothing really happened, but the day was not hard. It was not difficult. The day was not difficult. The day was not difficult at all. As low resolution as this is, I don't know why I'm showing this. I might as well just not show nothing, huh? Because you ain't gonna be able to see nothing. Low resolution, low screen size, and low resolution. So it's like, this is just for the audio. Did I get it 96K? And it sounds pretty good. It does sound pretty good. I think I worked on it for what, a couple years? I worked on it long enough, didn't I? Getting the software right, remember, because remember that my go-to app stopped working? It got outdated when the operating system, when Android upgraded. Had to go find another one of those. And remember, I started off with the OEM, using those earbuds with the microphone, the white OEM stock ones that come with the camera. So he's using that, and it was making noise. Then I bought a cheap, inexpensive lavalier microphone, which is just basically a clip-on microphone with the cord. Plugged it into the phone, got that going. Then I think the phones changed. So I get a USB-C adapter to the 3.5 millimeter mic jack. And then I went, why did I go wireless? I guess I got tired of having that wire, because I didn't want the wire bouncing around. See, the wire bouncing around caused noise. So I went wireless. I got a really cheap wireless one too. It was so cheap, the clip-on barely stayed on. I remember though, I still got them. Then I went to another set, and it worked for a little bit. Then I went and got a little better one, the one I'm using now. I think I paid $100, but I don't think I paid that much. I didn't pay some of them out there, $500, $600, $700, $800. I ain't gonna spend that much yet. This one seems to do good when I'm walking outside, because I don't need noise reduction. Man, I got another good one, next level up in the house. Sync Go, I think it's called Sync Go or something. They're pretty good, because they got a built-in noise reduction and some stuff. I think it sounds really good in the house. So I use those on the laptop, OBS. Because with the built-in noise reduction helps. All that background noise, fans or whatever and stuff. So, I mean, I've been working at it for a few years now, huh? Got the app going, the selfie stick part. It all kind of came together over time. And I watch the videos. I got hundreds of them, of course. You know, y'all know that already. And I watch them, and you know, I'm fairly pleased. I'm looking at the extent of the content and the message, and I'm happy. But all I do is talk about me. What is that about? I have no inclination really to talk about anything else, even though at night I'm listening to, maybe studying quantum mechanics and philosophy. You know, most of the time I'm watching biographies. I watched Rock Hudson, the whole thing, and Pee Wee Herman was really good. I don't know why I'm watching the gay ones. I guess because, you know, ever since George Floyd, the Democrats took over and went liberally nuts. And now we're swinging back, but the pendulum swings back. But, you know, then I watched Elizabeth Taylor. So I watched hers, it's pretty good. Just when they have good footage and it flows, it's good. But I was watching one where they kept showing the same clip over and over. I was watching one, it was pretty good, but they kept showing the same clip over and over, like, or the same picture. Not over and over, but a little too much, enough to where you notice. Say, hey, we've seen that already. You know, hey, you know, we've seen that one already. Ain't you gonna get another one or something? I don't know. Yeah, I'm back. I had to pause for a moment. I had to pause for a moment. I had to pause for a moment. Wouldn't quite call that entertainment. That was probably more I don't know. I can't call it an acquaintance. You know, somebody, you know, sometimes you walk by people, you just want to, you know, put the camera away and kind of, not chop it up with them, but, you know, kind of touch base, say what's up, blah, blah, blah. You know. And that's what I did. But I'm back now. See, I mean, no matter, you know, what I say about human beings, you know, I like to talk stuff about human beings. You know, they do play a role and they are important. Human beings do play a role and they are important. And nobody lives in isolation. And we all, I don't know where I was going with that. I ain't got no we all nothing. Ain't no we all nothing. We all should have a sense of self. I don't know. We all should. We all should have a sense of self and be able to understand what that self is and set boundaries and protect ourselves, because God knows life will consume all your free time and energy if you allow it. And it's not just, you know, kick back, relax, and the things that happen. No, you got to make things, you have to be deliberate a lot of times. You have to make things happen. You have to protect things. You have to enforce things. Things need to, you know, be laid out and defined, or they'll be, or somebody, something or something will come take advantage of it if you don't. And I found out about time and space. And I ain't talking about space and time. I'm talking about my time and my space and how much of it I need around me. How much room or empty, unsupervised, unchoreographed, what's the word? Unspecified or undetermined. I was wondering, saw those three birds hanging out. Two of them took off. I guess it got kind of far away in my mind. I guess I wouldn't find them. I guess they have a way of knowing where the other two went or something. I guess he found them. But so we'll see how the day goes. One day at a time. What was that? 4? That was 3, 4, 5. This is day 14. 3, 4, 5 is 12. 13 to day 14. I can still count them. Feel pretty good. This will be, I work 2 weeks straight. This will be, once I go through this 2 weeks, it'll be my first full pay period. See, I finished a week, which I did 1 week. First 3 days, I worked 3 days. Didn't even work a whole week. First I worked the whole week, and that finished it up a pay period. Pay period was the word, I was calling it time period. I finished up pay period. Now I started a new pay period. I think this might be the end of the next pay period. No, because today, no. Yeah, I turned it in last Friday. This is the beginning of a new pay period. Because yesterday I looked at my accruals, PTO, and I'm at 16 hours. So I got my 8 hours. So that means I turned in my timesheet. So this is a blank timesheet. This will be my first. I'm day 2 of working a full pay period. Increments, just step by step. Oh, and I'm gonna have to take a day. I'm gonna have to miss a day or miss some time. So it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna have to miss some time getting those people from the airport. Because I do want to get them from the airport. Probably get paid X amount of dollars regardless of what it is and have a car service and blah, 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 but nah. I do want to go there for an hour or two. And if I really wanted to, I probably can make the time up, huh? So what I'm gonna have to do is pick them up by 11:30. They got a check bag, so we might not get out of there till 12:30. Probably hit my mother's about 2. And I should be ready to work at 3, work 5 hours, then have to use 2.5 hours of PTO. 6 hours is the sweet spot, because you can work 6 hours and don't have to take a lunch, and then you only have to use 1.5 hours of PTO. So if I could do 6 hours, we'll see. If I can get back, so I get started, if I get back and start work by 2, if I can punch in and get going by 2, ooh, that'd be something. 11:30, 12:30. Ooh, that'd be something. That would be something. Maybe they get in early. Maybe they get their bags checked. We get out of there, get on that freeway. Get to my mother, get everything set up. Talking about distractions, though. Woo! If I could, that'd be nice. I only use 1.5 hours PTO. 6 hours is a sweet spot. So I feel good. I do. I feel good. I think that really matters. I mean, it matters, but it feels good to feel good. It feels good to feel good. It really does. And sometimes it'll sneak up on you. You go, whoa, I feel pretty good. What's that about? You go, whoa, okay. Look at me. And you have a good day. You started to appreciate good days. You started to appreciate what it feels like to have a good day. Versus, especially if you can remember back when you couldn't stand being at work. Or you remember, you'd be thinking about back when you was having issues just thinking about doing the job. And now, you know, you can just remember back that time. You can just remember back at that time and how it felt versus how I feel now. It's like a major difference in a little bit of time I took off. A lot of bit, little bit. Another thing about that time, I tell people about it, I'm getting sympathy. People are like, oh, almost like sympathy, not pity, but like sympathy. Oh, good for you. Good thing you got that fixed out. And the voice changes, this and that. It's like maybe they feel a certain kind of way. Like they don't, oh, maybe they get apprehensive. Oh, maybe I should be nice to them or be gentle to them or something like that. Whatever it is, I don't like it. I might stop telling people. I was like, maybe people are, even on both sides of the ball, co-workers, I mean, they're all co-workers, but people on my team, in my department, I tell them, it's like, oh, there's like like I was wounded or hurt, and they had a sympathy, like I need care. And I don't like that at all. And then I tell people, I was like, oh, I think people even said that they was sorry to hear that and this and that and this and that. I'm like, shoot, this is the best thing that happened to me in the last 10 years. Well, it could probably rank up there. I might be going too far, but it could probably definitely rank up there. This is definitely significant. As so far as it goes now, this is definitely significant. I can say that. Definitely significant. I saw some entertainment. I guess it is entertainment. This dude looked like some kind of Hollywood actor. All chiseled, sweaty, got his shirt off. Hair, tattoo, working out, getting loose. Yeah. I was waiting on the bus. Only in Hollywood. You see? Only in Hollywood. So I love this play. Yeah, he was definitely a something. Too attractive in the face, too built, too manicured, too put together. Definitely working on being something in this capital of entertainment it is. Everybody should have a thing. You see what I'm out here doing? Everybody should have a thing. especially out here. I mean, why be here? Why be here if you don't got a thing? You can move somewhere else, live a lot cheaper. But if you're into this thing that's out here, woo, it's heaven. I loves it. I loves it. Because I got a thing. Doing this thing. I want to be a content provider or entertainer, or whatever it is, creative, expressive. And not to put Ohio down or nothing, but certain personalities would stand out a lot there, and that could cause a situation or issues, problems, or this or that. It could probably also can be good things, But for the most part, in my mind, that culture prefers to have things simple and not so, extravagant. And they can have it. And I've said it before, they can have it. And they should have it. We all can't be the same. They should have theirs. Conservative, whatever they want. We don't want all that noise around here. We don't want sexual freedoms. Whatever it is. We don't want, all this stuff. And we voted for it. We're paying our own way. So stay out of it. And because it's democracy, if people were to come around and say, we don't want it that way, and they vote and they change the law, without breaking the law to a degree or whatever, they win. But the other thing you think about East Palestine or whatever it was in Ohio, that place in Ohio, where 20,000 Haitians came in there and just changed the population. 20,000 Haitians comes in, they get registered, they vote. What the hell, Somebody get registered, they vote, and they become a strong political party to take over the culture. I mean, it's cultural Darwinism society, but stronger survive. But what can you do? What can you do? They come in, they voted, 20,000 of them. You start making laws so that they can't come in there like that. I'm just thinking that hypothetical. I don't even know if it really was 20,000 Haitians in a city in Ohio, but I think it was or something. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating your dogs. And it comes out that was a ploy to get attention to the situation. See, people are brilliant. They knew people weren't eating cats or eating dogs, but they knew it was a ploy to get attention, to get the whole, country. It was news, eye-grabbing, clickbait, whatever. People start talking about it. Now you got even the president talking about it. So it brings attention to that situation. So you live in those Ohio people, they're conservative and set in their ways. Simplistic, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm probably simplistic. I'm probably simplistic with a higher vibration. They may be simplistic with a lower vibration, a lower energy. Because I'm not all voodoo to a degree. I've seen some people say voodoo. I've seen some people out there creatively and just so far, creative that you wonder how the hell they even think of stuff like that. How? And it's like brilliant. But, and when I'm back in Ohio, and I'm walking around, talking to my phone, doing what I do, I see people looking, and I get it. A lot of people smile. A lot of people say, I want to be on. People understand what I'm doing. And I'm sure, just like here, and just like everywhere, they see me enough times out there doing it. Oh, there's the guy. Because my daughter be telling me, yeah, I saw your father walking down the street. I saw your father. I'm that guy. I saw your father. And then one time I was at the mall. And one of Jeffery's friends that I didn't even know, he was like, I mean, he said, he looked like, Jeffrey looked like me so much, he just called me out. Oh! I mean, people be doing that. They see Jeffrey, they see me, and they shout, hey, is you? I'm like, yeah. They be coming, I be like, you know, walk around, because it's a small town. Everybody know everybody to a degree. So that's a trip that people call me out. Are you Jeffrey? Jeffrey? They look up at me and they see me and they go, whoa! And one time somebody said they saw Jeffrey or something, and they thought it was me. And I had lost some weight, and I lost, you know, because Jeffrey was skinny. You know, I lost weight or blah, blah, blah. They said they thought something was wrong. They were scared to talk to me. Because they thought, you know, I was going through something serious. So they was like, oh, hope he's okay. It's fun. It's fun. And Kimberly, my daughter, looked just like her mother. Oh my God. She looked just like, they even kind of acted like. It's ridiculous. And then I tell her that. She said, I know you ain't talking. She's like, I know you ain't talking. Where you and Jeffrey. So, you know, I do what I do. History and life will act upon these things that I do. And I was listening to a philosophy book yesterday, The Story of Philosophy, Will Durant. I love this. I love this. The way it's narrated, the guy narrated, the way they talk. I think they talk in prose or whatever, because they use the words of the philosophers from back then, and they speak so eloquently and poetically. And prose is just so. And who would think in the mind of such beholding that whimsical acts could occur? And you're just talking in, like, you know, circles or, you know, describing things like that. And it's just good. You're talking about Spinoza, Hegel, what's his name? I forget all of them. You know, Plato, Socrates, Aristotle, Spencer, Santana, whatever, you know, I listen to him. Schopenhauer. I think it was Schopenhauer, yeah. I think that's the one. Voltaire. Oh my God. And how one learned from the other and how one, you know, may have picked up stuff from the other. And there was criticism. He actually put criticism, some of it too, to where, you know, say, hey, this wasn't his best work. And basically, he brought everything from Hegel and just, you know, rebranded it. Nothing new, didn't expound, or they'll even say how they'll make a statement but won't elaborate on it or explain it. So there is criticism to some of the stuff. I mean, there's also, you know, saying this madness led to his greatest masterpiece. The Reason and Religion, one of them, or something like that. I wonder if they're gonna get to Ayn Rand. I wonder if Ayn Rand will be in there. That'd be something, huh? I don't know how far it goes, but I think I got a few more hours to go, and I think they're in the 1900s or something like that. I think the turn of the century. So, That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Do I wanna go and do that? Or do I wanna wait till after work? I kinda like waiting till after work. Having something to do after work. It's kinda nice. I do like having to go somewhere and do something after work. And this, yeah, so I might. Because yesterday, I cleaned my bathroom and was just doing stuff, you know? It felt good. I went grocery shopping. All before, and I'm talking about all before I smoked the black and mild. All before I destroyed my metabolism and my energy. I went grocery shopping. I got, my ribs was on sale. Got 2 packs of them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go after work. I'm not gonna walk down there now. I'm gonna go after work. Give me a reason to get out the house and go do something. Get some air. Or maybe even I might have to go to Walmart or pick up something else. I do need a fan. I do need a remote control fan. I usually order it online, have it delivered. But I guess I could do it the old-fashioned way, just actually go to Walmart and see what they got. They might have one on sale. Open box or something like that. But I want to get like one of those quiet fans, quiet fans tower, because they don't got to blow that hard in the bedroom. And it got to be remote so I can cut it on and off. Just the idea that I'm laying there and have to get up to cut it off is enough just to ruin it. No, I'm gonna have to get up and cut that damn thing off. You know, not now, but whenever. And I don't want to sleep with it on me, blah, 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 blah. Yesterday, all right, I use NoteGPT. I use NoteGPT to do my AI summaries and subtitles. But NoteGPT only works, well, the plan I got only will summarize videos 40 minutes. Over 40 minutes, you got to go to another plan. And I was wondering why, you know, I got videos that's over an hour that it did. I was like, how can it do these and didn't do the other one? Come to find out that if I wait and allow YouTube to close caption it and create the subtitles, that's the summary. No, that's the transcript. So, like, as soon as it's posted, you can access it, you can watch the video on YouTube. Like, I'm walking here now. Usually I stop the video and I say blah, blah, blah. My name is Jeffery. And I'd upload it while I'm walking to YouTube. And then when I get home, it's already uploaded to YouTube and it's ready to watch. And then during that time, the transcript is usually generated. And then I just use NoteGPT to run the AI against it. But see, today, since I cut I split the video, I'm about to go home, render them together, upload it to YouTube and let it sit a while until the closed caption is created. And once the closed caption is created, or the subtitles are generated, then I can use Note GPT to summarize it, which is good. And in YouTube, I got it on my podcast list. So all these that I upload there automatically become podcasts on Google or YouTube Music. But I still have to go back and add them to my website so that Spotify, Apple, and I think the other podcast aggregates can pull it. And I think I got probably 150 videos, 150 files or something like that. Because it accumulated. I had it down, then it accumulated. And since I'm not doing it during work, you know, that's it's something. Yeah, my skin is being irritated. I gotta figure something out. My skin is being irritated, and I can feel it being irritated. And when it gets irritated, that means I'm gonna get a boil there. And then you go to scratch it. Oh, this will feel like a new one too. You go to scratch it. It's probably because I'm sweating. And what I've been doing is rinsing out my t-shirts that I've been wearing, at least rinsing them out. To get some of the sweat on, because it was a time when they'd be crunchy. They'd literally be crunchy. They could like stand up by themselves. I was wearing them, sweating so much, just thinking it was a thing, and I felt, is this thing scratching my skin up? I can feel my skin being irritated. And you start thinking, uh-oh, it's being irritated. They don't even look. They don't even look. Skin getting irritated. Become a boil. Blah, blah, blah. Then they started to come in groups or spread, pack, clusters. And you go to scratch them, they feel so good. Oh my God. They feel so good. One time I had one back in my head and they got it fixed. And I was scratching it and it felt so good, I almost fainted. It feels so good, I almost fainted. Enough about boils. What was I talking about before? I forget. I just be talking, don't I? I just be talking. That's what I does. That's what I does. Anyway, swinging on y'all 2 times. For me, for the funk. And for every elementary particle that has ever existed in this or in any universe that ever was, is, or will be. The totality of it all. Theory of universe. Hypothesis of all as one. My name is Jeffery.